My name is James, but my friends just call me Jim. I grew up in a middle-class suburban neighborhood in a small town called Hurricane, Utah. There wasn't a lot to do. It was pretty much just a movie theater that would sometimes play interesting movies, and a place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Sounds like a fun place, right? You get to eat pizza while watching your favorite animatronic characters do their show. There was Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, Sheikah the Chicken. I think there was a fox named Foxy, although I always remembered him being out of order for some reason. They had plenty of arcade games too. I have so many fond memories as a kid doing just that with my friends. The last time I visited there was no different, until it wasn't. My best friend, Jeremy, was having a party one afternoon for his 9th birthday. Jeremy and I had been friends for as long as I can remember. Both of our moms were friends before we were born, so naturally we grew up together. We were nearly inseparable. We lived pretty close together as well, so we went to the same school. Jeremy had to be the funniest kid in our class, too. He was always cracking jokes whenever he got the chance. He was very kind as well. He'd help me with homework, help me back up if I fell, after laughing at me, of course. He was always known for standing up to bullies as well if they ever picked on me. He was always there for me. He, like me, also loved going to Freddy's. So when he invited me to his party, I was ecstatic. It was on June 26th, 1985. I think that was on a Wednesday that year. We were off for summer break at the time. I was so excited that I hardly slept the night before. I just couldn't wait. Freddy's was located in a strip mall about a 10-minute walk from my house. Of course, this was back in the 80s, so my mom was okay with me heading up there by myself on my bike. When I got there, Jeremy was already there waiting with some other kids that we both knew. However, pretty soon after arriving, something felt off. I can't really explain it. Every now and again, I would look around, but I couldn't find any reason that I would feel that way. So I kept brushing it off as my imagination going wild, and I would go back to playing arcade games. We ended up getting a lot of tickets. After about an hour or so, it was time to eat. I still couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I looked around one more time, and I still couldn't find any reason to feel that way. So I just shook it off again and walked over to our table. I placed my tickets on the table and sat down. Jeremy's mom had ordered a few pizzas for us. They were delicious, as always. I felt a little bit better after I had eaten. When we finished eating, we got up to go play more games, but just then, I noticed him. There was a man wearing a yellow bunny suit. It had a purple tie on. He was about 6 foot tall or so. The bunny suit looked kind of old. I didn't recognize the character. He was just standing in one of the doorways, watching us. It was really creepy. Why is he staring at us, I thought. Has he been watching us the whole time? What a creeper. When he saw that I noticed him, he walked over to us, and my heart dropped. "Hey guys," he said excitedly. "Are you guys having fun?" "Yeah," said Jeremy. "We've been playing a lot of games. We got a lot of tickets," pointing at the large pile of tickets on the table. "We're gonna try for the big prizes." "That's fantastic," said the man. "Hey, I've got some special prizes in the back. They haven't put them out on the prize counter yet. You'll be the first kids to ever see them. Come on, what do you say?" As he said that, I couldn't help but think, why would he only tell us about the prizes. Seems really weird. That bad feeling that I'd been feeling was really strong now. I tried to tell Jeremy that I didn't feel like we should follow him, but he ignored me and brushed me off as being paranoid. "Where are they?" asked Jeremy. "They're over here," said the man, pointing off into the distance. I watched in horror as this man led Jeremy away. I tried to say something, anything, but I couldn't. I tried looking around for Jeremy's mom, but she must have been in the bathroom or something. I started to panic. I didn't know what to do. I tried to calm myself down by telling myself that he would eventually come back, that Jeremy would be fine, but it didn't work, so I began to cry. Eventually, I found Jeremy's mom. I managed to tell her everything through the sobs about the man in the bunny suit and the special prizes he talked about. I also told her that he led Jeremy away. Her face then filled with horror. "Where did he take him?" she asked, panic rising in her voice and tears filling her eyes. "I don't know. I didn't see where they went." By then, a few employees and a few other people had picked up on what was happening and offered to help look for him. Jeremy's mom was in hysterics, crying at that point. After about 10 minutes or so, they still couldn't find him. The police were called. They asked me and some other people questions about what happened. They filed the missing persons report and told us that they would keep us updated. Freddy's had to be closed until the investigation was done. I went home and told my mom about everything that had happened. We never heard anything. They never found him or the man in the bunny suit. I know he had something to do with it. One day, I was in the kitchen eating breakfast. My mom had the news on, and a story came up. It was about Freddy's. Apparently, Jeremy was not the first kid to go missing that day. There were 4 other kids as well. "Those poor kids. I hope they are found soon," said my mom. Freddy's closed down pretty soon after that. Those kids were never found. I hope that whoever that man was gets what's coming to him.